What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are here in Las Vegas getting away from everyday life, and it has been a glorious last couple of days. We're going to be here through the weekend, and one of the things that I wanted to just share with you guys is, do you guys need to track your macros? I hear this question so often from fellow gym goers to friends, family, and it's also been a question that I come across from a lot of close friends who are just trying to generally lose some weight, right? I know you've got some stubborn, fat that it just won't come off regardless of how many hours of cardio, how many hours of weightlifting, and just how less calories that you eat. And while a lot of that all comes together in a unified package in order for you to effectively lose weight, there is something that can actually really help you and make tremendous strides in your weight loss goals if you just do this one thing. So one thing that I want to talk about, and I'm referencing some notes here just so I don't skimp out on the information that I want to share with you guys, is it necessary? Is tracking macros necessary? And the answer is, wait, hold on. I'm going to give you a second to answer that, just kind of process that information first. Okay, the answer is no, you definitely do not. You definitely don't need to track your macros. You definitely don't need to scan or be that crazy person at the grocery store just scanning away at the potato chips or, the salad or the cookies that you trying to fit into your diet. It's not necessary. There are so many different ways to go about doing weight loss. But for me, personally, this has been one of the biggest tools that I've used to help lose weight and doing it consistently. And the greatest thing about doing it is that you have full control on how you lose your weight. So to answer that question, is it necessary? No, it is completely not. So if you're not interested in learning more about the, tracking macros and so forth, click right on out. But for those of you who are new beginners or just have general questions on how to lose weight, stick around. So one of the things that is extremely important to me is achieving greatness, right? And I think that that's something that you guys should achieve as well. That is you beating yesterday. And that's probably something that I think I'm gonna probably coin a term, is just being better than yesterday, whether that's 1 rep or losing 10 additional pounds. Regardless, you wanna just improve yourself in your daily life. There are a ton of, grammar. So there is a ton of information out there already on YouTube, and you guys probably follow a ton of folks like Max Tuning, Christian Guzman, Mike Thurston. A lot of these big name guys have the same information, and it's readily available to you. Now it's just trying to figure out how to digest that information and figure out what's going to work the best for you and your fitness goals or your health goals. So here's my take on it. Take a look at everybody's information, watch their videos. If you are liking the information that you're hearing today, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share it with your friends, your family, your dog, your cat, everybody. So here's the thing. When you're trying to figure out how to lose weight or hit some of your strength goals, you have to pay particular attention to the different types of research that are out there and the different information that folks like myself are providing you guys. So I personally, as a newbie beginner, when I first started my fitness journey, I was taking all of this information in from Matt Ogus, who is essentially an old school legend that, basically provided the most information when it came to tracking macros, what macros were, and how to implement it into your nutrition and diet. And I took his information and I figured out what was most helpful for me and how did it fit in with my own daily lifestyle, how did it fit into fitting my training programs and my overall nutrition programs. And then I went from him to Christian Guzman to Mike Thurston, and I worked with all of these people to figure out how it worked best for me. And if you kind of think about it as like a huge salad, right? And you're just kind of plucking information out of, each of these people's, content or messages, what have you, and you're taking all of that and putting it into a big bowl, right? Maybe you're an arugula person, maybe you're a lettuce person, maybe you like tomatoes, maybe you like blue cheese in your salads, right? You're gonna take all of that information and whatever you actually enjoy doing, you're gonna take that and you're just gonna consume it. And you're gonna consume it in a way that you're gonna figure out what is gonna work for your body and what is not. You guys probably spend hours in the gym, and I think probably going to the gym is the easiest component. You probably have heard 80% or maybe 90% is nutrition and 10% is training. And that is so, so true. I can't stress it enough. The biggest gains that I have seen in my overall physique and overall training has been due in part into my nutrition and how you go about tracking your nutrition. So it's important. I guarantee you, if you guys take the steps necessary to figure out your calories, it takes 5 minutes out of the day to plug in what you're eating and what you're not eating into your phone and then just catalog it from there. It's super simple. And the biggest thing for me is, like, you spend hours, you could probably spend easily 2 to 3 hours at the gym and then completely neglect your nutrition. And then you start asking yourself, why am I not getting the six pack? Why am I not getting the strength gains that I'm looking for? Why am I not putting on muscle weight? Or why am I not, losing 0.5 pounds a week? And the reason is you got to figure out where you're currently at to where you're wanting to go. And then that's going to give you the best picture on what you need to do in between to get to your end result. You might be asking yourself, so here's the thing. When I first started, I was watching guys like, there were a bunch of like bodybuilders that you'd see on magazines, or when YouTube first started, there weren't a whole lot of people to really like pay attention to, right? And a lot of these people are super gifted with genetics, and maybe they don't have to track their macros. And maybe your friends have friends of friends that they don't track macros, and all they say is, I've been able to get my gains without having to do any of that or spend any time looking at my nutrition. Well, good for them, but not everyone has those genetics. And for somebody like me, if I have, a whole thing of cake, I'm gonna get fat that just jiggles for the next week or so. And I guarantee you, that might happen to you as well. But I guarantee you, if you take the time to track your macros and enter it into MyFitnessPal, it'll make a world of a difference. So with that said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. If you guys are interested in learning more about tracking macros, how to go about doing it, I can create another video. But I really wanted to share that. Right now, we've been spending the last few days out here in Vegas. I've been having pizza, I've been having, ice cream and just indulging, but also been able to stick to my plan and make sure that I'm on track to lose 0.5 to 0.7 pounds a week. And that is something that'll keep you healthy, won't make you go insane, and also get you to your end goal. So if you're interested in learning more about tracking macros or just overall what my fitness journey has been like and the experiences that I've kind of gone through, because I want to help educate and help provide useful information to you guys, subscribe, play a little thumb more with that like button and hit that like. But otherwise, I'll see you guys next week. All right, until next time, peace.